If you don't want to burn money running Amazon ads for your Amazon KDP book, keep watching. In this video, I am teaching you how to set up an Amazon KDP ads campaign that will increase the visibility of your book, showing thousands of impressions, increasing your book's BSR or bestseller ranking, and get you plenty of sales, getting your book to rank on the first page results. So watch until the end of this video if you want a step-by-step process to launch your campaign. Welcome back, and if you're new to my channel, my name is Gabrielle. I'm a self-published author, mom of 2 beautiful children, and I like sharing tips on how you can earn money online passively so that you can have time to enjoy your children. I started running ads for one of my first high-content books in the beginning of this year, January 2025, following the strategy that was recommended by Sean Dolwett. But I made a few tweaks to it, and I am very happy with the results, which I am going to share now. I only spend between 25 cents to 29 cents per click because honestly, I did not want to spend a bunch of money on ads without knowing if it was going to work. And the daily spend I indicated for my ads was only $2. And Amazon doesn't even use up those $2 every day. However, running ads has activated an ongoing flywheel that is making my book rank better and better every day. It's a complete snowball effect. The more that the KDP ads learn about my book and the keywords that work, the more efficient my campaign becomes, the more sales I get, the better my BSR or bestseller rank becomes, which makes my book get even better positioning on the first page of search results. And as time goes by, my BSR went from the initial 2 million that we all get to now being under the 100 BSR that indicates a good selling book. And this happened very fast and from the very first month, and it keeps getting better and better every day. I must say though, that my book did very well on its very first month, getting $77 in royalties organically. I had not run ads yet, but it did pretty well on launch, thanks to the steps that I mentioned for pre-launch and post-launch in this video. So I recommend that you check it out. I started running ads to scale my income. My book already proved that it was profitable, that it was successful. So now I felt ready to launch ads and make it grow even more. When I started running ads, it started with a not so great ACOS or ad cost of around 45%, which is not bad for the first month of a book. But now I am down to an ad cost of 8.9%, which is a very efficient ad campaign. And it now has a total ad spend of $6.41 in August and $71 in sales. And mind you, this may not sound like a lot, but this is only from the ads. These are books that are selling through the ads. Besides the ads, I also have organic sales. So those royalties are additional to the sales that I'm getting through ads. As you can see here, year to date, from the beginning of 2025 till now, mid-2025, I have only spent $44 in ads. And only a few orders have been generated through those ads, but the impact that running ads has had on the success of this book is totally worth it. Many people think that if you're not getting a ton of orders through ads, that's a bad thing, but that's not the case. When you run ads through Amazon KDP, you are teaching the Amazon KDP ads algorithm and also the Amazon algorithm what your book is about. So that helps Amazon position your book better to get more sales organically. Plus, if you have the support of more and more book reviews, as I mentioned in my other videos, you rank better, you get more sales, and you gain more and more credibility for that book. So this is the flywheel. You get more sales, you get more reviews, you get more efficient clicks on your ads, which means that the right people are clicking on your ads. You're not wasting money because when people click on your ads, that's when you get charged. When you get more sales, you get a better BSR. Therefore, you get a better listing position, probably in the first page results, which then returns to be more sales, and on and on and on. As you see through time, that Amazon KDP Ads algorithm has become more and more efficient. And even though I get thousands of impressions for only 29 cents, only the right people click. That will result in sales. So I am not burning money through my ads. And this for you means more exposure for your book without wasting money. When you reach this point after running your campaign, you can see that Amazon KDP Ads has figured things out. Then you're ready to take the next steps, which could be A, run an automatic ads campaign, which is what Sean Dolwitt recommends that you do after 2 weeks of running ads. I did not do it, to be honest. I just let the ads run. And I think that waiting a little longer has helped the efficiency of my campaign. So I think now I am ready to run an automatic ads campaign. Also, you are ready to optimize your ads campaign. I've slowly been doing that every month. I go in and I see what keywords are working and which are not. I give them some time because sometimes a keyword you think might not be good could result in being a good one the next month. But if at least 3 months or 2 months have gone by and you're seeing that a keyword never gets clicks or a keyword keeps getting clicks and never gets orders, then you would deactivate those keywords and eliminate them from your campaign. So that way you keep the best performing targets. When you set up a campaign, you can target keywords or you can target a book that is very successful, that is similar to yours, so that their audience can see your book too. And the best thing is that they've done some updates to the campaign manager in which Amazon helps you optimize your campaign. There is now a targeting performance section, and there you can click on the top performing targets with sales, and then click on view filtered data for details. And this will show you only the top performing targets. You can choose which type of top performing metrics you want to check out, which could be by orders, by clicks, or by impressions. And something I didn't know when I started is that you don't need a ton of keywords to succeed. Just using a few keywords, like probably 10 keywords, is enough for a pretty successful campaign. But you can also experiment with a broader range of keywords to find the best keywords and see which ones perform best. And then you can eliminate the ones that are not performing well. And finally, once you have optimized your campaign, then you are ready to increase your daily spend. Do not increase your cost per click. You can continue advertising for only 25 cents per click, but instead of doing only $2 a day, you can increase to $5 a day or $10 a day. You can even do more if your budget allows. Okay, so now let's set up your campaign step by step. First, select your campaign type, choose sponsored products, and create campaign. Second, you have to choose the ad format, and you can choose 2 types of ad formats. It can be using a custom text, which allows you to add some wording to your ad, or just a standard ad, which wouldn't have any wording. Third, you have to choose the products that you want to advertise, and it can be more than one book that you're advertising. In my case, I am only going to choose one. And this is an old book that I made, which is not very well set up. It's one of my old books, which I had to change the keywords in the description and then the backend keywords to get it to sell. And one of the problems with it is that it's seasonal. It's kind of an autumn, fall, Halloween book. But since Halloween is coming up, why not give it a try? This book hasn't been selling very well, but it did get a few organic sales thanks to those changes that I made. Other of my books have been more successful through those changes, but this is one of the not so successful ones because I didn't do the title and subtitle very well, but I'm still gonna give it a shot. I talk about what happened with these first books that I published in this video if you want to check it out. The first step is to find the kind of targeting campaign. It can be manual or automatic. I do not recommend running an automatic campaign before you teach the ads algorithm what your book is about through a manual campaign. So we are going to choose a manual targeting campaign. The fifth step is to choose keyword targeting or product targeting. And I am going to choose, in this case, keyword targeting. I have not been very successful in doing product targeting. It did not work for me. It barely got clicks. And if it did, it didn't get sales. So I actually deactivated that campaign. You can run a separate campaign for product targeting. I did that. But that campaign wasn't doing very well, so I killed it. Once you've chosen keyword targeting, then you are going to choose enter list. There's a list here of keywords that it's recommending you use for your campaign, but I prefer to enter my own list. And those keywords I get using Self-Publishing Titans Pro extension. I look for keywords that are highly searched for with very few results in the search page, because this will allow me to target high potential keywords. So it's keywords that people are actually searching for. And that gives my book the best exposure. For the match type, you're going to choose broad, phrase, and exact. You're going to choose them all because that way Amazon will match your keywords in many ways. And sometimes it adds a keyword here that says related to your product category. I took that one off because I'm not sure how that's going to perform. I don't know if that's going to be wasting me money, so I just want to target my specific keywords. I'm not so interested in other random keywords that I don't even know that it's going to give me, so I just took that one off. And for the amount that you're going to spend per click, choose the option Choose Bid. Don't forget to do that. I forgot when I was setting up my campaign the first time, and then I had trouble finding out how to change the amount of my bid. Just choose Bid. And there is where you will set for all keywords 25 cents per click. When you're ready to enter the list of keywords that you're targeting, copy them and paste them, and then press Add Keywords. The next step is to choose negative targeting to prevent your book from showing up for the wrong keywords, like people who are looking for free books, discounted books, etc. I have lists here for negative targeting. And I went to ChatGPT and I asked it to explain this because at first I didn't know if I should choose negative exact or negative phrase. Some people do both. I decided that negative phrase works best for me, and these are the words that I don't want my book to show up for. This will reduce your ad spend. The next step is the creative part, which is where you submit the text that your ad will contain. And here you usually choose something that has some emotional connection to the reader and also offers some kind of transformation, but at the same time is keyword rich. If you're having trouble deciding what to write in this part, and also there's a character limit to it, you can go to ChatGPT, as you see here, and ask it to give you that description. This next step is super important, and it is a campaign bidding strategy. Always choose dynamic bids down only if you don't want Amazon ads to go crazy on you and make you spend more than you want. And the fantastic thing of choosing dynamic bids down only is that it will be cheaper than 25 cents to get those clicks sometimes. For this part that says bid adjustments, leave it alone, don't change anything. Finally, for the campaign settings, what I like to do here is applying a name that is relevant to my book so I know what book it's about, and then add the date when I started this campaign. And if it has an end date, you can put it there too. And you have to choose the start and end date of this campaign. For my previous book that I've been advertising since January, I did not choose an end date. It's an ongoing campaign, but this is a seasonal book, so I am choosing an end date. And here is where you set the daily budget. For my first Amazon ads, I chose a daily budget of $2. I have recently increased it to $4 now that it's optimized because I know I won't be wasting money. However, since this book is seasonal, I am starting with $4 a day. And the best part is that Amazon actually won't be spending all those $4 every day, but still try to budget for how much you're willing to spend. For example, $4 a day times 30 days, do the math and see if you can afford that per month. It's going to be way less what is going to be spent on that campaign. Like I told you, so far, I've spent only $44 in ads since January, but still you want to budget correctly. And now you're ready to save this campaign as a draft or publish it to start the campaign. If there's something that you got stuck in, like you don't have your keywords ready or whatever, you can save it as a draft. But if you're ready to publish, just hit publish and you're done. Now you only have to wait for Amazon to approve your campaign. It takes about 24 to 72 hours for them to approve it. It is not very clear what they check to make sure that your campaign is valid. Probably they make sure that there's nothing inappropriate. I usually like to schedule it to start running 3 days later after I set it up. So that way, once it's approved, it goes live without issues. And those are the steps to set up your Amazon ads campaign. I know usually it feels so intimidating to start an ads campaign, but it's actually really simple. And the difference between my strategy and Sean Dolwett's is that he just explained that you can run a keyword campaign for 2 weeks to teach the algorithm and then run the automatic campaign. I let it run a little longer because then I can optimize my own keyword campaign without having to run an automatic campaign. However, now several months later, I feel ready to run an automatic campaign because I have seen how my ACOS has gone from like 44% to now under 9%, which is amazing. It signals to me that it is a very efficient campaign and the Amazon ads algorithm knows really well what my book is about. So try this out. Let me know if you have any questions. If you like this kind of information, please remember to like and subscribe so that you can get notified when new videos come up and we can help more people with this valuable information. And don't forget to check out the rest of my Amazon playlist next.